What is up? And I am Randy, and welcome to another deck profile. And this deck profile is going to be a budget version of the new Lair of Darkness structure deck that just came out. It's basically you just got to pick up 3 of the structure deck and you make this deck. Say simple, say if you're on a budget, or if you're a new player getting into the game, or you're an older player coming back into the game. I don't say it's your cheapest option. Obviously, there's 2 cards in here that do not come with the structure deck, but they're not that pricey. That actually do help the deck out a little bit. But say besides that, this is a straight structure deck. Say buy 3, make it. But let's get started. First, we got Darkest Diablos. He's your boss monster. Basically, he recycles really easily, and he comes back, and he's also easy to get out. Say simple as can be. I say 3,000 beater with 2,000 defense. I say pretty good. If you want to build an extra deck around this, I say 8-star Exceeds. I say simple. Or also another extra deck idea, you can say rock. I say it's anything that's meta, and then side out. I say 3 Ghost Reapers, so you have like a counter meta. I say engine built in this deck, which is pretty good. But I say Darkest Diablos. He is your I say big boss monster. Then we're going to our next 3 of. So we have Lilith. I'll say she's just an overall a great card. I'll say if she comes out, especially someone she's a 2,000 beater, and she's really good because she searches out like 3, I say trap cards. So basically, you have 3 of a kind traps. So basically, your opponent, I say picks one, it gets set. So basically, you can choose. I say basically, you want to set a certain type of trap that turn, which is really nice. Then we go to I say Ahama. I say the Wicked Warden. I say great. You just gotta run 3 of him. I say 1,700 beater. I say has a great effect as well. Great. Let's see, he's basically your other 3 Lair of Darknesses in the deck. So next we'll go to our last of 3 offs. We have, say, Street Patrol. I say he just adds more, I'll say, speed to the deck. I say makes it nice. Then we go to our 2 ofs. We have, say, 2 Duke Shades, and then 2 Phantom Chaos. I like Phantom Chaos because, I say basically, if you have an effect in the grave you want to use, so basically he can copy it, which is really nice. I say Duke's just more of a say more of a flavor card. Like I say if you want, you can rock him at 3, or if you want, you can rock him at 1 even. Which I say it's all about preference. And I say now we're gonna go to the 1-offs. I say Legendary Maju Garsec. Basically, you want him just for another big beater. Just bam, just bring him out. I say big beater. No, I say Vanity's Fiend. I'll say he's nice because he has 24, 1 tribute, and his deck revolves around tributing big time because of the field spell, I say Lair of Darkness. And plus he also stops special summon games, which going against some certain, say meta decks is really good, I say. Then we're going to go to, say, Prometheus, the King of Shadows, basically another guy who can get beefed up really big. And then Torgot for your search, because she is at a 1, so I say why not just throw her in. Next we're going to go to your spells. Of course, we have your 3 Lair of Darkness. This basically makes your insane tribute engine where you can just tribute your opponent monsters. And it turns everything into a dark type, so bam, it's great. It's great. It also makes tokens too, which is pretty good, but you gotta be careful because sometimes you can give your opponents tokens if you pop it at the wrong time. So, but overall, it's a Lair of Darkness, really good card. Next, we're going to do your draw power, basically your 3 Lair of Darkness. I'll say every card you rock in this deck, as every monster is a dark monster, so rock 3 of this. Simple. Plus, there is some graveyard effects you want to get off, so say discarding's not really that bad. Well, sorry, don't discard. You banish with this card. Sorry. So ignore that. Then 2 hand destructions. See, this is the discard one I was thinking of. So basically, you draw 2, but your opponent draws 2, which is the only downside, really. Honestly, but you can I say then discard 2, which helps you out because there's certain cards you want to see hit the grave. But I say like I said, it allows your opponent to rearrange their hand and get things set up. So it's kind of a risk reward type card to play. But I say it is more draw power to get things going. 2 Recurring Nightmare because this thing has tons of targets in this deck. So rock 2. I say if you want to rock 3, you can go for it. But see, personally, I would want to rock 2. Then Fires of Doomsday, basically the worst scapegoat. I mean, it makes 2 tokens. You can tribute them, and stuff like that. It's nice. Then we're going to the 1-offs. These are the cards that do not come in this structure deck, which they're not expensive though. I mean, 1 Terraforming to search out your Lair of Darkness. Simple. 1 Foolish to send certain cards from the graveyard. I say mostly your Darkless Diablos because he has a simple summoning effect from the graveyard. So basically, your Foolish will target him. I say get him going. So basically, these are the only 2 cards from that are not from the structure deck. Basically, this. I mean, these cards are not that expensive. Like Foolish Barrel is the more expensive one, but say Terraforming. I mean, there's so many Praetorians of Common, and it's not that bad unless you want to bling out your deck. So now we're going to the traps. 3 Grinning, because I like its effect. It's an interesting, virus card. I want to see it how it works. See how this virus card works really. So I mean, it's all the preference at this point. Like traps. Like I thought about running 3 torrential tributes, but this is what I got for the deck profile. I got Grinning Grave Virus, and the 3 Dark Light. It's basically your special hurricane of the deck. Basically special summons. Tribute 1 Dark Monster. Destroys all special summon monsters, which is nice. And then we go to the 1 trap Eradicator Epidemic Virus. Basically, it's wiping out back row. Nothing too special with this. I mean, overall, this deck really looks promising. Like I said, this is a budget build, so nothing too fancy, nothing too meta in this. But extra deck with Ghost Reaper is something I really thought about this, because this really not really an extra deck oriented deck. I mean, besides the level 8s and Exceed plays you can probably do with this, but besides that, it's really not oriented really. So a side deck, like I said, it's always up to personal preference too. Like, to me, I thought about doing 3 tributes and also 3 bottomless trap holes as well. But I'm gonna run the the new virus card to see how that works. But I'll say torrential tribute and the bottomless trap hole are some traps I thought about rocking because of Littlest ability. But this has been the Lair of Darkness structure deck profile budget build. If you want, go out. They're only like $10 at retail stores, so you're looking to spend about $35. Nothing too expensive. But overall, I think it's a pretty good deck. I mean, you gotta wait till a little bit, see what kind of strategies come out, so like that. See how people go with this deck and see how they tweak and tune it to certain strats, and see what it can really do to its full potential. But until next time, hope you guys have an awesome day, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And until my next video, bye-bye.